What's up, family? My name is Trail, and today we have a bit of good news out of Ukraine. As the war continues, the Ukrainians were recently able to withstand Russian troops and push them back outside of Kyiv. This is after multiple attempts to encircle the capital, but Ukrainians are very strong and they continue to fight for their people and their country. And of course, Russian President Putin is not happy at all, which he is calling out more threats of nuclear warfare. In other news, guys, hey, we have some new $400 stimulus checks that could be available very soon. One state and governor has proposed offering additional $400 checks to help residents with the recent increase in gas prices. Now, these $400 checks would be provided to vehicle owners on high gas prices. And also, the same state is also proposing some other checks as well. This could offer residents around $100 per month as well as $100 for dependents. And I'm going to tell you guys all about it in just a moment. But as a quick reminder, on this channel, we cover everything from what's going on around the world and the stock market with the war in Ukraine, as well as multiple daily news stories around the world. So if you're interested in any of these topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking today's video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Okay guys, real quick, I wanted to remind you about the free $100 that you can get within a couple of weeks. Chime Bank is offering new customers free $100 if you sign up using a referral code, as well as setting up a direct deposit from your employer. Once you reach a total of $200 in direct deposited money, you will immediately get that additional $100 deposited into your account. Now, I actually did this a couple of days ago, guys, and just to verify everything was legit, and I received my money the same time that I met the $200 threshold. So if you have income and you want to receive an additional free $100, sign up today using the link down below, and then go ahead and share your link with your family and friends so that they can benefit as well. Now, if you have any questions at all, hey, don't hesitate to ask them down below in the comment section. Well, guys, the Ukrainians have made a little bit more progress in regards to the invasion of their country. Right here, Ukrainian military forces were able to force Russian troops east of Kyiv, which is back 55 kilometers from the city center. Now, on day number 28, guys, I can't believe this war has been going on this long, but on day 28, a defense official said that Russian troops north of Kyiv are digging in. Now, guys, the Pentagon has been providing daily updates on the Russian invasion of Ukraine and Ukrainians' efforts to resist their takeover of their country. And here are some of the highlights as of Wednesday, March the 24th. But anyways, in a significant movement, Ukrainian military forces have pushed back Russian forces for weeks. As recently as of Tuesday, Russian forces have been kept at bay approximately around 20 to 30 kilometers from the city of the capital. But the official said that Ukrainian forces near Bavara have been able to push the Russians back a little bit more to about 55 kilometers east and northeast of Kyiv. So guys, this is some very good news as Ukrainians are making a little bit of progress. However, the Russians continue to strike missiles in the air as well as on land, destroying everything in sight. And I believe that we saw everything in Mariupol, at least 98% of the city ended up being completely destroyed. So again, guys, the Russians have made progress from one area, but the Ukrainians are making progress from a different area. But when will all this war end up ending? We still don't know as of yet, guys, but we did receive some information, and this was reported by NATO, in which they put out a statement that said 7,000 to 15,000 Russian troops are now dead in Ukraine. Now, this is all because of the Russians decided to invade this country, which was unprovoked. But we just learned recently that the reason that Russians wanted to invade Ukraine is because Ukrainians were trying to join NATO. And so Russian President Vladimir Putin did not want that to happen. So he saw the best option to prevent that from happening was to go ahead and invade the country, as well as to take over that country and make it a part of Russia. But anyways, guys, that is exactly what we are dealing with right now in this war that has been going on for more than 4 weeks, and it doesn't seem like it's going to come to an end as of yet. But hopefully, with this new information, as well as the Ukrainians being able to kill at least 5 commanders in the Russian troops and their compound, this is some very positive news for the Ukrainians. But again, guys, civilians continue to flee the country, which now we have around 3.5 million people or refugees leaving. And soon we will see more leaving as well, guys. But again, hey, that's exactly what is going on right now as far as their invasion on Ukraine. But I will keep you guys posted as usual. But we did hear another message that was reported on Wednesday from the United States government, in which they are now accusing Russian forces of war crimes that were used in Ukraine. The U.S. has officially assessed that Russian forces have committed war crimes in Ukraine, according to the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, which he announced on Wednesday. He said that we've seen numerous credible reports of indiscriminate attacks and attacks deliberately targeting civilians, as well as other atrocities. Blinken said in a statement, "We are committed to pursuing accountability using every tool available, including criminal prosecutions." Now, so far, Russian forces have destroyed apartment buildings, schools, hospitals, critical infrastructure, civilian vehicles, shopping centers, and ambulances, leaving thousands of innocent civilians killed or either wounded. And many of the sites Russian forces have hit have been clearly identified as in use by civilians. And as of March 22nd, officials in besieged Mariupol said that more than 2,400 civilians had been killed in that city alone. And excluding the devastation in Mariupol, the UN has officially confirmed over 2,500 civilian casualties. The actual toll is likely to be higher than that. And as with any alleged crime, a court of law with jurisdiction over the crime is ultimately responsible for determining criminal guilt in specific cases. So again, guys, yes, the United States is now calling out the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, saying that he deliberately created these criminal war crimes. Now, exactly what the United States is going to be able to do or bring these forces or sanctions directly to President Putin, well, we don't know as of yet, guys. But as we've seen in the past, we have placed many sanctions on the country of Russia as well as Vladimir Putin, and we have seen that those have not phased him at all. So again, guys, this could have the very well same response as the previous sanctions have. So we don't know as of yet, guys, but as we find out more information, I will keep you guys posted as usual. Moving on, guys, hey, we do have some information in regards to some of the progressive Democrats in Washington are now created this list of executive orders they are now calling on President Biden to actually issue. Yes, this is part of the executive orders to push on Biden's agenda. Now, if we go down, we see right here this particular link that takes us to the exact list of these particular sanctions or executive actions that they are calling on President Biden to actually initiate. And right here, you can see in this very colorful document, it says that this is the executive action agenda of 2022. And this was provided by the Congressional Progressive Caucus. Now, progressives, understand our mandate is this governing moment, delivering for working people and leave no one behind. Now, this particular letter was created by the full 98-member caucus, and this slate includes action across 8 different policy areas, which includes lower healthcare costs, combat the climate crisis, as well as reduce fossil fuel dependence, expand worker power and raise wages, cancel federal student loan debt. That's a good one. Invest in care economy jobs and standards, advance immigrants' rights, regulate for economic and tax fairness. And number 8, which is deliver on the promise of equal justice under the law. So again, guys, hey, this is just a little bit of information in which this particular 98-member caucus led by Representative Jayapal, which is now issuing this full list to President Biden, as well as urging him to go ahead and issue these executive actions to go ahead and take care of these specific things in this particular list, guys. But we have seen so far that one of these things on this list, which is to go ahead and waive student loan debt, the president has already been clear that he is not in interested in waiving more than $10,000 per individual in student loan debt. Now, he also went on to say that he doesn't even have the right or the power to go ahead and wipe out all student loan debt. However, we do have a ton of other lawmakers that have already insisted that the president does have that specific power to do so. But the Progressive Caucus is still trying to push him towards that initiative, as well as these other key 8 areas in this particular article. Again, guys, hey, if you're interested in reading this particular article, I will put a link down below in the description so that you can check it out for your own reference. But moving on, guys, to some stimulus update news, guys. Hey, we do have the state of California. Governor Newsom is now proposing $400 checks for gas relief. Yes, guys, this guy continues to offer more and more stimulus relief aid for the residents in the state of California, in which we all know that the state of California ended up having a huge budget surplus for the previous fiscal year. So again, guys, that governor is trying to issue some of those stimulus aid relief to its residents in his country. And now he is proposing another bill or piece of legislation that can do exactly that, guys. Yes, the California governor, Governor Gavin Newsom, has released the details of a new plan this past Wednesday that would send $400 to the state's vehicle owners as relief payments for high gas prices. Now, the $11 billion proposal is designed to mitigate rising prices at the gas pumps, and owners of multiple cars would receive a check for up to 2 vehicles, which is going to be capped at around $800. So that's $400 for vehicle 1 and $400 for vehicle number 2. And the plan would also include $750 million for public transit, which could provide riders with 3 months of free service. Now, as the bill is currently written, payments would be sent in the form of a $400 debit card to all vehicle registrants. So if you don't have your car registered in the state of California, you would not be eligible to receive one of these $400 debit cards. There are no income requirements, and eligibility for the proposal would be based on the vehicle registration alone. Now, Newsom, who is up for re-election this year, also wants to freeze the state's gas tax, which is currently tied to inflation. And Newsom's proposal is subject to approval by the California state legislature. But also, guys, Democratic lawmakers are also pushing for a different approach. Assembly Speaker Anthony Rendon and Senate President Pro Tem Tony Atkins want to address gas price relief for households earning no more than $250,000 per year. Now, their approach would actually send one $200 check per individual and dependent rather than a 1 check per vehicle. So again, guys, that's just an alternate piece of legislation that is also being offered right now to go against what Governor Gavin Newsom is proposing as well. So either way, guys, if either one of these pieces of legislation is able to pass in California, you could be eligible to receive either a $400 check for each vehicle that you have, up to 2 vehicles, or on the flip side, you could receive a one-time $200 check per individual as well as per dependent in your household. But again, guys, hey, it says that the Senate is focused on ensuring that state money is targeted to those who actually need relief right now, according to Atkins, which is what he said in a statement. So again, guys, this is some awesome news for the state of California, and I know other states are still waiting for their governor to actually issue something similar to what Governor Gavin Newsom is issuing and proposing in his own state in California. But again, guys, we continue to receive more and more information every single day of new stimulus checks being offered by states, which is considered state stimulus checks. So again, guys, keep your eyes peeled for more information from your local state, as well as continue to watch this channel as I continue to find more information in regards to this so that individual and residents in home states can receive additional stimulus relief aid. And last but not least, guys, in addition to what I just talked about, Governor Newsom is also considering some $800 energy rebates for California drivers as well. Now, this is called the Gas Rebate Act of 2022, which was a proposal would send Americans a monthly energy rebate of $100 per month, as well as $100 for each dependent for the remainder of 2022, in which we have about 9 months left this year, which could mean that each adult could receive up to $900 for the rest of this year, as well as each dependent could receive $900 as well. But again, guys, this is just a proposal in the state of California, and they are saying that the check would also be sent in the month where the national average gas price is higher than $4 a gallon. Americans are really feeling the impact at the pumps right now of Vladimir Putin's illegal invasion on Ukraine, and right now we must work together on common sense policy solutions to ease the financial burden that my constituents are feeling right now, according to Representative Mike Thompson. So again, guys, this particular state of California is having multiple different proposals right now that are still trying to get passed through legislation. Obviously, they have to flow through their phases in order to get approved by the Senate. But again, guys, this is some good news that these particular proposals are actually on the table. So there is hope for those residents that live in California. And also, don't forget, guys, there is still hope in these other states in which they are offering their own state stimulus checks as well. But again, guys, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. But anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.